Good morning, my crafty friends. It's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Oh, it was -2 this. Well, it is -1 still, and I think it was -2 earlier on. I was up about 5:30. I have a blanket over my lap. I have my heater on. The power tripped, so I had to race around with a hairdryer and find out which power points are faulty because the electrician wants to know what room and all that. So I did all that, came back and flicked the switch and power back on. But it is cold out there. Now, it's Tuesday temptation. Yes, let's get on with it. Now, I did post a couple of photos in the Facebook group, Junk Journals Down Under. And what happened by accident? Hubby and I were having lunch out in the front deck, enjoying that lovely, lunchtime sunshine. And I had a shopping list in my pocket because I went and got a couple of pieces and came back and just put it in my pocket. Anyway, we were having lunch and we finished lunch and had a cup of coffee, talking away, and I just got my shopping list out, put my hand in my pocket, get my hanky, and this shopping list fell out and I've just put it on the table. Anyway, we're having a conversation. I just grabbed it and I'm just fiddling around with it, and it's just, hands need a bit of, need to do something. And all I did was just, went like that and just mucking around and we were talking away and I went like that and, and I just chucked it back on the table. I'm sure it was like that. And I looked at it and I said to hubby, just hang on a minute, and he looked at me and I'm going, what happened here? Okay. And I just, okay. Wonder if I can do something with that. Anyway, so he kept looking at me and I said, that's food for thought. Anyway, and I put it aside. We finished a conversation, we finished our lunch, and I could hardly wait, but I was painting, so I couldn't dash into the craft room straight away. So I finished my painting and we're painting the front fence anyway. So that night I just had to experiment, and I'm thinking, what have I done here? So as you can see, it was my little shopping list to get a few bits and bobs. So of course I just went mad, didn't I? And I made a whole heap experimenting with lots of papers and stuff. So, but this is the final product. It's a paperclip cluster, and it started off with 6 pockets, where this one is, or 6 tucks, but I changed my mind. I've made it into 5, and I'll tell you the reason why. So this is how it looks. I mean, I still can't believe it. But anyway, so you have and the paper clip is on the back, okay? And I've just added some one of my collaged papers from my book onto the back because it's sturdy, and I twirl the end of that paper clip. You can actually then put a little charm on there if you wish. But I'll show you something else because it just grew from this, like it. So you have a pocket here on the side, and what I did in the beginning, I stapled that closed. Well, that's all. I won't be doing that again. And then I've got a tag on the back, so there's a pocket here. Okay, I'll just take them out. And then there's another pocket in here where you fold it. Okay, and then you've got another tuck spot actually behind. Now I'll get the front one out first. You've got this little pocket here, the little triangle piece, and then behind that fold, behind this fold, is another is another tuck spot. And then, of course, when you fold this, it was another tuck spot. But I've sort of gone away with that idea. And I'll tell you for why. So, yes, so it's just, it'll be too heavy, you know, and you can't really put much in there. So it's a waste. So I've just ended up joining those. But that's what that is. And I've left a little thing here. You can put a little charm on here if you wish. So it could, you know, look out the page. So, you know, and it's not heavy. So, and then you've got... So I'm just going to put these back. So you have a tuck spot on the side here. It's a pocket. That's actually a pocket. And this is a pocket because I've stapled that onto there, which I've changed the technique. And then, of course, you have a little pocket in here. And then this part here, you can tuck something in. And then you have your little front pocket here. Okay, and then this is just there, but like I said, I've changed it. So that is that was my very first one that I did. And because I've put a little staple there, I've just popped some little threads in there and glued them so they won't come out. I won't be using this in my journal because, you know, it's workable, but I'll be taking that out and closing that off or leaving it. I'm not sure yet. And then I decorate it with a bit of lace, okay? And what I've done is I've actually glued some stickers on here because it was plain. I mean, you know, there's just so many options and you just go crazy because you end up with so many ideas. So that was my prototype. Well, actually this was. So from there, I came up with this. Okay, so, okay. And so you still got your tuck spot here, okay, which is an actual pocket. There it is there. I'll just take that out. And then you have your tuck on the back here, okay, it's your tag. You then have a little pocket here, which I glued shut. So you actually got a little pocket. You have your front one here. And then you have your back one. And I've put two things in there, which is behind here. And I've glued this shut. And what I've done is I've popped an eyelet in there to keep it all closed. And I've put a little dangle on. Because when you put it on the page, how cool is that? Now this is two-sided paper. This came out of a whole batch of encyclopedias, and I tore just all these pages out because it's a beautiful colour. So yes, but look at these, and you can just put on little charms. All right. Now what I've done different here is I've actually so you've got your pocket here at the back. And then you have an enclosed pocket here. You also have a pocket right there, okay, which is enclosed because I glued it shut here and just flipped the corner under. You have a pocket behind this, okay, and then you have a little pocket just here. Well, it's a tuck spot pocket, whatever it is. So yeah, so that's that one, and I've glued that shut. So you could probably say that's a tuck spot, really. You can put any size in that, you know. And then you actually have your pocket right there, okay. And then you do have that little pocket just there, okay. And then you have your little tuck pocket there. And then you can put something in here as well. I'll put a couple of pieces in there actually. I mean, how cool is that? I absolutely love it. But then I went a bit further and I thought, okay, so what happens if you don't have this? So I made where is it? Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I did use dictionary paper. You know, you can use book page paper. I glued 2 pages together. But you're going to have the writing wrong way up. If it doesn't bother you, that's fine. And the same with here. Maybe just glue another piece of book page the right way up, you know, so whatever. But yeah, so that's, you know, and I didn't look at the words gorilla. I mean, really, you know. So yeah, so that's a book page, dictionary page. And then I made a whole heap here, and I'll show you in a minute how I folded them. This is a leftover from the pianola set that I've been making, and I finished it, and it'll go in my Etsy store. So yeah, so that's book page again, you know, and you've got a smaller version. You can make them as small or as large, and I'll tell you it's a bit rough, okay, so that's how it is. Then I used a 6x6 writing 6x6 pad, scrapbook paper, but again you've got to make sure how you're folding it, because otherwise you're going to end up with all this white stuff. All right, and that's that one. And there was another one here with the pianola paper, and that's that one. And then here's another piece. I did scrapbook paper again. It was just a little pad, and I've just, you know, but you see the white, and you can probably cover it with different paper, which is fine. And then I used some of this paper. It's got the white on the back and the pattern, you know, scrapbook paper, which is a bit firmer, but you've got the white, and I've made that crooked. Well, I won't be using that anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's another version. I did have another version here somewhere, but I can't find. Oh, mustn't have. Okay. So, of course, I really like this. And I do like this. Okay. So, now to make it, did I have my bits here ready? Nope. Okay. I've made them 6.5 by 4.5, or 6 by 4, whichever way you want to make it. This is just from a little writing pad, so I can just show you how that worked. I might just get another one out because I don't like that. Just bear with me. Okay, let's just do this. And this measures 5.5 by 4. Okay, the ones I'm making are 6.5 by 4. So what you do is you fold this paper in 3, and you just do it by the eye, because I'd like this to be wider than this. Okay, and just make sure your corners are even, and then you fold it over again, and that's how you get that little edge there, a bit of spare, and I'll follow that too far. So just play around with it, and then fold it again, just like that. Okay, so you have like a tri-fold, but with one side wider than the other. And the measurements will vary according to the size of what you want to make it. Then you fold that in half. Okay, with my credit card. It's easier if you burnish those. Okay, so all I've done is fold it in half. You then keep hold on those edges and then fold it back onto itself. And you've got it like that. Then all I do is take this part that's long and spread it out and make that little pocket. And you might just have to, because it's a bit, turns out a little bit narrow, I don't know for what reason, but, and just make sure, and it's like that. So from this little old shopping list, I've now made a really cool multi-pocket paperclip. So as you can see, if I was to have put this the other way, so you've got one fold and fold it again and leave, you can leave about 1 centimetre. I think it's about 1 centimetre. Yep, just a tad under 1 centimetre. And then you fold it over again. And it doesn't matter which side. You can do any side because it depends what side you want that tag. You know, do you want it from the inside the book, your journal, or on the outside? So, you know, we can do it this side. Let's do this side. It's the same way. And then you turn that over to itself again. Like that. So it sticks up just like that. Then you get the piece that's the longest. Hang on to it and then just fold it. Voila. That looks better. It's just the white there, but you might want to ink it. It's up to you. And then I just put an eyelet in here. Okay. I've got a little island setter and I just put a little eyelet in there and that closes all this up. And, oh, where's my pocket? Oh, there's my pocket. Oh, yes. Okay. And then I glue this shut. Okay. How did I? Oh, yeah. And look, there's a pocket, a tuck, and then you have the actual pocket to put a tag in. Now this one here, you can just glue along here and then you have another pocket just in there. And then you have your little tuck behind here and then you have your front pocket. So it'll turn out, I'll just show you. So you've got something on this side. So you've got your pocket in the back. You've got a pocket here that's fully enclosed, okay? So you can make it quite a big tag if you wish. And then that'll stick out the page if you want it on that side, or you can have it, you know, facing the other way. Then you have the pocket here because you can just glue this on the edge here. Then you've got a pocket here, okay? Let's pretend that's glued. Just here. You then have a tuck behind here, and then you've got your front. Just like that. I reckon it's jolly cool. So I'll do it again for those that I'll make it slow. 6.5 by 4.5, 7 by, it doesn't matter, whatever size you wanted to make it. I didn't make any big ones because you want to hang it off the page. And I thought, well, yes, for those that don't want to do a paper clip, I'll show you in a minute what I've done there. So, fold one, don't fold it in half, fold it less, in case you want that longer than this bit. So by the time you fold it, you've got that bit extra. You fold it in half, okay? And now it's up to you whether you want it to fold it this way or you want to fold it this way. I'm just going to fold it this way because we've just done the other side. Okay, just so it's like that, just like that. And then take your long piece and just like that. And then you've just got to straighten that up. How's that? Okay. And that's all that's to it. So, here I've made another one. And that's where the ticket came out of. Came out of that little pocket just there. Now this is not paper clip. This is just a little, 5-pocket cluster. And I've made a little tag. Got a pocket, rigid pocket here. And then you've got a little tuck just in here. Okay. You've got a tuck behind that piece, longer piece, and then I've just popped the little envelope in there. And I've glued this shut. And that'll just go on the page anywhere, really. You can glue it on the page then. So that's that one. So we've done this, and we've done this. I'll show you in a minute. I'll put that away because it's going to get confusing. Oh, we've got to keep the limelight in them. So what I've done is I have put 2 of these together, 2 pages, because they're just white. So I've got another page, another piece of paper, and backed onto the back and made a double page so that when I fold it, I can choose which side I want. Okay, I didn't want the bird. So, and then I put my eyelet in, and what I haven't done is I haven't glued this part, which I will do right now. Sorry, I've just bumped the camera. I'll do that right now, just a teensy-weensy bit. I always end up putting too much on. And then I just glue that onto there. Oops, sorry guys. And I usually hang on to it with a wool clip. Keep it all secure, just like that. So you've got, you have plenty of pockets, and I haven't glued this shut, so I better do that. And look, you can keep it open if you like and use it as a tuck, but I believe that it might be just too much. There. But doesn't that look pretty? Okay. Now, what I'm doing with this though is I've ripped up a bit of, I better put my needle back in here. I bought myself a new one of these because I've lost mine. I'll stick it back on here. I've got, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make it so you glue it onto a page, which will be in this journal that I'm making. And I've just torn some book page, dictionary paper, I should say. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I found this little piece of napkin, and because I like the little bit of roses there and everything with it, and I'm just going to see if I can just glue that on there. Close that up, and I just want to see a little bit of paper, a little bit of dictionary paper at the top. So I'm not sure how big I want it. I shouldn't be doing this because I'm using my filming board here, which is okay. I'll just get my cereal paper, just bear with me. Because I keep these from the cereal boxes, those plastic bags. And they make great, what's this, to burnish that napkin onto the dictionary page without sticking to it. Just put my blanket around my legs. Oh, so, and I'll have a little bit of tulle. I'm just going to see if I can, oh no, I better not touch that camera, the phone, because I'm just going to see if I can rip a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, it rips. So I'm just going to rip some. So you'll hear a bit of ripping sound. Oh, that didn't do very good. I'm just going to see if I can rip a bit more. I was going to use, that's not working. I was going to use cheesecloth, but I just want a bit of colour. Okay. And that's going to go on the back here. So really, it doesn't really matter how, because I can tear it and fill it up and whatever it needs to be done later. I just want some peeking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this now. Just tear that off a little bit. I just want a little bit, just to show that's just a little bit. So what I can do is I might just put that on there because, and I might even sew it, but you know, for this demonstration I'm just going to show how I'm going to put it together. Is it upside down? No, it's not. It's not good. Okay, so now this is dried. This will then go onto here, and I just wanted to show just a little bit. So this is what I do. I just hang on to it and just cut around it, whichever way, just to get rid of this bulk. You know, not everybody does what I do. And I've got, what's this? And then what I like to do is I like to tear this and stretch it so it doesn't look cut. Just get rid of this. You can even, I think I've tried burnishing it with a candle as well, but you've got to be really careful. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it on there, but I'm just going to use a little bit of glue because, oops, that went a bit of a flood here. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it on there anyway. Put little birdie on there. I want to see how I'm going to, I want a little bit of each coming up, peeking out. And then if I felt like I wanted to put some more lace around the back, I can, you see. but I do want some of this. So let's do that. And I'm just going to put just a little bit on there. Oh God, don't lose that pin. I've got to make myself one of those little tassels. I've got to find a video where you make the little tassels to go on here. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Okay. That looks all right. I like that. I'm going to I'll get a page. It's not too dark. I don't want dark. Okay, trying to keep my little areas tidy here for you guys. So we have a page now. I mean, how cool would that be, putting it on the bottom of a page, and then you still have the option to put lace here and have that picking out here. I like that. You know, I can use a bit of, let me have a look here what I've got on my desk. Now I've got some of this, you know, you can still put a little bit of that on there. Okay, just like that. But you know, I would just make it like that, like a little pocket cluster on the side of the page, preferably the bottom. I'm not sure how it would, yeah, or the top, doesn't really matter, because it's light, it's small, it's not heavy. I really like that. I really like that little bit too. So how cool is that? And the softness of the pink tulle, it just adds to it, you know. This can also be, if I wanted to, make a pocket here. And attach that to it. Okay. Then I have a pocket here. I could do that too. If I was to fold it, no. Because then you've got it peeking out under here. So when you flip it over, you've got a little bit of interest there, I suppose. It's not bad. But this will definitely go on a page. And I like that little bit there. The problem is, once you start layering, you know, that's my problem, is you think, oh, I think that'll look nice. Oh, that might even look nicer. See, here I've got, look, see, I've just found this now. I mean, really, maybe I can put it underneath and have that under there. I mean, how cool is that? I don't like this straight edge though. Maybe like that. Can you see what I'm coming from as far as how can I make this look really cool without being too heavy? I mean, look. Now that's not bad, because then you can see that. All right then. I really like that. And you know what? I'm going to keep it like that, because if you end up changing your mind over and over again, you'll never get the thing done. Oops. Oh, jeez. Oh, you'll never get it done. And I'm going to put that on here as well. Just a little bit, thank you. I'm going to cover that up, but you know, it is what it is. I just got to wipe my fingers. Oh. So what do you reckon? I think it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this. And you just see a little hint of pink on the back. And then you can put all your little bits and bobs in it. I've got little pink envelopes, little mini envelopes that I use. You know, put him on the back. We have a tag that goes in the pocket here. Just there. Okay. And we have a tag that goes in the pocket. Did I do that right? No. Be really funny if I've oh no, here it is. If I've glued that shut. Okay, now it's in its right pocket. It's only a small pocket. And then you just pop that in the back here. And then you have another in there. And I do believe it's two. I must have glued that shut. Just bear with me. Two. Yep, one. Oh, it's because the eyelet, because I made this a small pocket, that's why. Okay. Whew. 3. And you've got your 4 and your 5. Right. So this is too big. So let's put it in my little envelope in here. We can do that. Yep. And we can put him on the back here. Now that I know what I'm doing. This is on the front. Yep. All right. So what do you think? How cool's that? All right. So this will go on the page. This is the paper clip. And here's one, a little tiny one that you can just build on the page as well. And then you have one that has the dangle. Okay, so I can put a pretty little charm on here, which I don't have at the moment, like a little pearl or something. Okay, so you can play around with it and put that in there. Put the envelope there, whichever way you want to do it. So that's for this week's Tuesday Temptation. So as you can see, you can use it as a tuck, but I think it's overload myself, and it pops out. So I'm going to glue that shut, and I'll use that as well. But isn't that gorgeous? Let me know of your thoughts. So that'll go in the journal that I'm making, a story of the past. And I'll probably use that as well, because that'll be the paper clip. And I might end up putting a bit more lace on there. I'm not sure. This is just all temporary stuff, okay? So there you go, folks. All this work from this little shopping list. I hope you... oh, but I put my glue. I hope you enjoyed this little series. It's pretty easy to make. not very time consuming, and you can ink it, you know, while you have it apart. You can ink the pieces that are shown. You don't have to ink the whole lot, but it's probably just as easy. So yeah, so hope you like it. I really like this now, really like that. Okay, until next time, I'll probably be listing, I've used up, believe it or not, a whole, oh sorry guys, a whole piano roll, and I've got an empty box and an empty roll, and I've got some great ideas. So this will be in my shop next. Okay, sorry about the bumps here, but yeah, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Until next time, you know what you got to do. Happy crafting. Bye for now.